could have gone with a lot of trainers, but you went with Freddie. A lot of guys have done that. Miguel Cotto recently. What was your reasoning for reaching out to Freddie?
To be with the best, you need to fight with the best, but train with the best. And I think out there, like Freddie, as his resume speaks for himself, he's been there, done that in the big fights, because this is a very, very big fight. So I went for skills and experience, and Freddie has that.
Freddie, when you look back at the first fight, Jean had a lot of success in the fight, even though he lost. He landed some good shots. What changes do you see that you can make?
I think there's a lot of changes we can make, and we're making those right now in the gym, and he's doing quite well. We're doing a lot of mid work and just emulating our opponent, and he's doing very well with it. And I think there's a lot of good adjustments he can make, and there's some new stuff we're going to throw in there also.
Freddie, you get a lot of fighters that come to you that want your expertise. And sometimes you're not able to do that. When Jean, what was the difference when Jean came to you, and why did you say yes?
Well, he came to work out, and I told him my back was sore and I might have to have surgery, and I don't think I have time for him right now. And I told him to go home, and then he wouldn't go home though. So he kept showing up at the gym, and I said, well, if he shows up, I'll show up too. So he showed me that his work ethic is very good, and that's something I really have to have in my program. So work ethic is everything, and he's showed up every day, and he's just, he still hasn't gone home.
Nothing wrong with persistence, huh, John?
Yeah, exactly. That's the key. You have to work hard, have a good discipline, and good determination. Like I flew all the way to Canada to train with Freddie, so it means that I'm very serious about my work.
When was the moment where you made the decision, you know what, I need to change everything?
The first time I did bad with Freddie, I saw the difference, and I said if I want to get to the next level, that the level that I belong to, I need to train with Freddie to be not one of the best, but the best, because now Mayweather is gone, and I know I have the potential. I know I have the skills to be the pound for pound king.
When you left Canada to here, though, did you already have it in your mind that you were gonna want to work with Freddie, or you were still kind of bouncing it around?
He was my first choice. He was my first pick. So, but I didn't, like, I spoke to George, GSP, and GSP was telling me good things about Freddie. So that's why I flew all the way from Canada to come here to verify what Georges St-Pierre was telling me, and it was very accurate. And after the first session of pad, I said, he's my man.
Does bringing your camp here to Los Angeles, is it refreshing after spending all those years in Canada?
It's kind of refreshing, but I was doing camp also in Big Bear and also Vegas, so I'm used to it now.
Jean Pascal. Sergey said that he's looking to retire you after this fight, kick your ass, is his exact words. What are your thoughts on that?
Let's do this. I'm ready for that. So that's gonna be a great fight. If he's trying to kick my ass, to shut me up, that's just better for the fans. That's gonna be a great fight. And what Sergey brings, I'm sure that this time I'm gonna be able to keep up with it.
He said he's gonna pretty much just do the same thing he did in the first fight. I'm sure Freddie's going to want to switch up your style a little bit. Do you think that's kind of a mistake if he goes in exactly the same way?
I don't think he's going to go exactly the same way, because he's not super smart, but he's not dumb as well. so I don't think he's going to come with the same game plan, and I'm not going to come with the same game plan. So I know it's going to be different. I'm going to be different. So there's going to be another fight. But that's going to be interesting. And Sergey is very powerful. I got power. I got speed. So that's going to be a great fight.
Where do you rate his power among other opponents who fought?
He's the second one. Like the most powerful man was Carl Froch. and then I can't put Sergey out there too.
Oh, wow.
You beat a lot of top guys in your career. What would taking Kovalev's O away mean to you? Being the first guy to beat Kovalev, what would that mean to you in your career with all the big wins you have?
Been there, done that. I'm the one who gave people Underworld the blueprint to beat Dawson. When I fought Dawson in 2009, he was the best pound for pound king. Floyd said it because Floyd retired, and he said that right now, because I'm retired, Dawson is the best pound for pound king, and I was the underdog 4-1 when I fought Dawson, and everybody was saying like Dawson has more skill, more speed, is more like complete than me, but I knew my abilities, I knew I was better than Dawson, and I whooped his ass. So to beat Kovalev, that's gonna be a good thing in my resume, but like I said, been there, done that already with Chad Dawson.
You're a big star, you sell out arenas. How do you feel when everybody's talking about Kovalev Warrior or Kovalev Superman?
First of all, Superman, like I don't even know why people bring up his name, because everybody knows that he's not a real fighter, he's not a real champion. Because to be a real champion, you need to be the best to prove that you're the best. And I was trying to fight him many times, and he doesn't want to fight me because he knows. Like I said, he's not smart, but he's not dumb being neither. I beat him twice in the amateur. I beat this guy twice, so he knows that I'm better than him. So that's why he's not trying to fight me right now. That's why he's trying to avoid Kovalev. He likes to talk, but he doesn't want to fight nobody. So when people tell me like, oh, they're talking about Kovalev, Kovalev Stevenson, like me, I'm just focusing on my task because I know that I have a big task in front of me. So I'm just focusing on what I can control, and right now I can control people's mouth, but I can control my training, I can control my skills, and that's what I'm focused on right now.
Freddie, what do you want him to do differently in this rematch?
There's a lot of things we can do different in there, and we're just getting to know each other, and we're working in the mitts every day right now, and then sparring will start 6 weeks out, and I'll have a better game plan when we start sparring, and by that time the game plan will be full, and I'll know exactly what we're going to do, and he'll know exactly what I expect from him, and again, watching tape, making changes. I'm sure he's doing the same. Everyone's trying to improve their game and so forth. But I think I have a pretty good mindset of how we're going to do it right now. But not totally put together yet, though. But by 6 weeks out, we'll be 100% on schedule.
What's your assessment of Kovalev just by looking at him?
Kovalev's a big, strong fighter. He's trained in my gym quite a bit. We're friends. I mean, he's been always a nice guy, and to me. But the thing is, I'm on the other side of this moment, and my job is to come up with the best game plan I can for my fighter and to win the fight. I mean, this is what we're here for. I mean, he came to me to improve and come up with a game plan that we can actually go out and do and show the world that we're maybe a little bit smarter and a little bit better than he is.
Freddie, how much pressure do you feel as a trainer when guys come to you and it's kind of on you to change them and do something different? Do you feel pressure yourself as a trainer when you're put in that situation?
Yeah, but it's good pressure though. I mean, the thing, because not everyone's the same, and the thing is, I don't treat everyone the same. I don't treat any fighter like I don't treat him like I would Manny Pacquiao. The thing is, they have different skills and different things he does well, and different things that we need to work on that he can do better. So again, as we put the game plan together, and as I do mitts with him every day, and I find little holes here and there sometimes, and we correct them, and we make them get him to do more naturally and not make that mistake that we already went through. And so it's just about the learning process, and in adapting to our opponent a little bit better than we did the first time.
For him, I know John said that this is going to be a big victory for him. How big would it be for you, Freddie, to be involved taking Kovalev's all away and getting this victory?
It's huge. I mean, the thing is, you know, I like to win. I mean, I hate losing, you know, and you know, we haven't had a great year last year, but you know, I'm happy with that, with everyone's performances. But the thing is, now we're at this road right now, and I expect him to fight the best fight of his life in this one, and I think he'll do that for me because he knows I'm going to work as hard as he does.
John, I mean, you know, are you surprised you gave him this rematch at all?
No, I have no belts, but if everybody wants to fight me because I'm a cash cow. Kovalev made his first million not because of Bernard Hopkins, not because of HBO, but because of me. He came to my country to fight me because I'm the cash cow of the division without no belt. With belt, no belt, I'm still making a 7-figure payday. Not Kovalev, you know. So that's why he came back on my turf because I'm the guy, and also that was honestly, if you watch the tape, if you watch the fight, that was a close fight. Like yes, he was on his way to win the fight, but that was a close fight, and I did a lot of good things. I did bad things too, and right now we're correcting those minor mistakes that cost me the fight. So, and also Kovalev said, I think at the press conference, that he's gonna finish the fight earlier than he did the first fight. So he said he's gonna knock me out before the 8th round. So I would like to challenge Kovalev that if he's not able to knock me out before the 8th round, to make a bet like he's gonna donate like $50K to a racist, to a Charger convention, or maybe, and if he knocks me out before the 8th, I'm gonna give money to his own convention. So that's a good challenge. He likes to talk. He said he's gonna knock me out before the 8th round, so he must put his money where his mouth is. So if he can knock me out before the 8th, $50K for a good cause, and if he knock me out before the 8th, I'm gonna donate $50K for a good cause.
What if you knock him out?
Huh?
And what if you knock him out?
If you knock him out, like
100K?
I heard he's got to do the whole 100.
Hey Jean, what happened in that last fight? Because a lot of people felt your opponent should have won that fight, that he should have gotten the decision. People say that you didn't look too good. What happened?
That's why they're not judges. That's why they're not judges. The last fight honestly was a good fight, was a close fight, but if you look at the stats and if you look at the fight, I'm the one who put in pressure. I'm the one who gave the better shot. I'm the one who had the more, I was more like, so I'm gonna say that, like, I was more powerful, my shot was more powerful. I hit this guy way more than he was hitting me. So if you look at the stats, I won the fight. If you look at the fight, I'm the one who was putting pressure. I stunned him probably 2 or 3 times during the fight. He never stunned me. So people who said that I shouldn't win the fight, that's why they're in the crowd and they're not judges.
You called GSP to tell him, hey, I'm now training, thanks for the tip?
He knows already, he's my good friend.
What did he say?
He said he believed that I have the capacity to win this fight, you know. Even the first fight, he was telling me that I should win this fight, but like I said, I made minor mistakes who cost me the fight, but this time I'm correcting those mistakes and I'm sure that I'm going to be victory.
You were confident in the first fight, but you seem even more confident now that you won 8 rounds with them and you're with Freddie Roach. How does it change your confidence being with Freddie too?
The confidence went up a lot, but naturally I'm a confident person. I'm not cocky because there's a thin line between cockiness and confidence, and me, I'm a good person. I talk to everybody, but I believe in my skills. You know, I believe in my skills. I know about my skill. I know I'm confident, and I saw like yes, he beat me the first fight. The referees might stop the fight a little bit too soon, but the only thing that Kovalev has more than me is power. He doesn't have a better footwork than me. He's not faster than me, and sure he's not more good looking than me. so the only time that he has more is his power. So if I'm able to say neutralize that power, I should be victorious next fight.
John. with all things considered, Adonis won't fight you, you say, and you're getting a second shot at Kovalev. Are you treating this as your last shot at a world title at 175?
Honestly, only God knows, and the devil has a doubt. I can't predict the future, but I know I'm out there. I know every time that I fight, I put my 110%, and you know, I always giving the fans a good show, a good fight. I never had in my life a boring fight. So I don't think about this thing. You know, I'm just focusing on Kovalev right now, on the Russian, and we'll see after the fight.
You mentioned that you want to take over where Floyd left off. Do you feel like that there's all you fighters right now is like a throne that's open where you guys could take the crown if you wanted to? That's how you feel right now?
Of course, because nobody yet since Floyd left is the best pound for pound king. People talking about GGG, people talking about Andre Ward. Some people put Kovalev's name out there as well, but nobody has took the throne yet, and the throne is vacant, and I'm working very hard with Freddie to take that throne.
Does this fight decide if you take it, if you don't win this, you don't get it? Is that how you're looking at it?
Honestly, I fought the best. I fought Carfrush, I fought Bernard Hopkins, I fought Kovalev, I fought Dawson. I beat Dawson, so if I beat another pound for pound king, I must have my place. Maybe not #1, but at least top 3, top 5.
You mentioned Kovalev and Ward being mentioned as the top fighters now. Are those your 2 goals? Obviously, you have Kovalev next, but would you want Andre Ward as well?
Yeah, of course. Next fight, I'm gonna bring the party because everybody's talking about Ward and Kovalev. So unfortunately for you guys, I'm gonna break the party up. You know, I'm gonna beat up Kovalev, and I might fight Ward next or Stevenson. But Stevenson is he's just a chicken. That's why I named him Adonis Chickenson because he's a chicken, and right now he's our national chicken.
You know, it's funny because you say those things and Sergey says the same things about Adonis.
No, he took that from me because I'm the first who named it Adonis Chickenson.
So what? Nobody liked Adonis then, obviously.
Yeah.
Honestly, like he doesn't have a great fan base because he doesn't want to fight the best. Like I told him, you fight me, you beat my ass, and you became a mega star in Quebec. But he's too scared, you know.
It seems like a natural fight. You guys are both.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, been there, done that once, twice, so he knows that I can do it 3 times. Like my mom taught me that everything that you can do once, you can do it twice. So for me, if you think that you can do once and twice, you can do it 3 times.
So what do you think of him saying that Kovalev is scared of him?
Are you serious right now?
He said on TV?
Yeah, he likes to talk, to have publicity. Like, he was telling people that I was using his name to get known.
You're already famous.
Like, exactly. Like, I've been to the Olympics in 2004. Like, he was always second in my country because I was the national champion. And the only reason why he got that belt right now is because I fought Bute instead to fight Dawson, because Stevenson, if you think about it, was a 168 pounder and I was a 175, but because people in my country wanted me to fight Bute, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna fight Dawson afterwards. So I'm gonna get Bute for the fans, and then I'm gonna fight Dawson afterwards. So I fought Bute, I beat Bute, but then Stevenson went up to 175 pounds, and then honestly he had a lucky punch. He did it. Congrats, but that was a lucky punch.
What is it about Stevenson? Most of you Haitian fighters kind of stick together and kind of have a bond, but like he's kind of on the outside.
I don't like proud people. He's a fraudster, you know. He's a fraudster. Like he's trying like to be bigger than he is really. Like, and like the recipe, it's easy to be big and to be known. It's to fight the best, and he doesn't want to do that. So. That's why I don't respect this guy as a fighter.
Do you have any thoughts on that, Freddie? All this commotion?
Yeah, you know, just like who's who and so forth. But bottom line, we're here for this fight, and this is the most important thing in our lives right now is to win this fight. Everything else will come later.
Yeah.
what is the mindset going into this fight for you? Is it revenge? Is it just to clear what happened in the first? I know you weren't happy with the result in the first time.
Redemption. This fight for me is redemption because I knew I could have done better. Like I'm not trying to find any excuses, but I think that night was an off night. I know that I'm the best light heavyweight light heavyweight in the world, but I didn't show it that night, probably because I was off. So this fight is my chance to show the world that I'm the best light heavyweight in the world.
What do you remember the most about that night, about that fight? What sticks out the most to you from your fight with Kovalev the first time?
My defense was off. My skills were a little bit off too. It just wasn't my night that night. I don't know exactly why, but probably like I peaked too fast during training camp. So right now that's those kind of things that we're trying to adjust, that I can't peak at the right time.
It seemed in that fight that you did a better job of not gassing out. You did pretty well. With that problem, do you have it solved now?
That's urban legends created by Bernard Hopkins. Honestly, because if you watch all my fights, the only fight that I gassed out was against Hopkins, the first fight. But all my fights, I'm always in a good shape. And the thing is, that fight with Bernard Hopkins, that people don't know, is I was injured. I said I had a rib injury, and you know, he knew it because I had a snitch as a sparring partner who went tell that to Bernard scared. So he knew I was weak. So that's why he was going all the time to the body in the first fight. And if you watch the second fight, he didn't try the body that much. But the first fight, he was always going to the body because I had a rib injury. So that's the reason why I gassed out the first fight. But if you watch my fight against Dawson, Zakun, even my last fight against Gonzalez, I finished very, very strong. So that was just an urban legend that Bernard created to be in people's mind, to make people think that I'm a 4-1 fighter, but I'm not.
Are you still working with Angel Heredia?
Yes, I'm still working with him.
How's your experience been with him?
So far so good. So far so good, yeah.
Has he been able to teach you new things and get you stronger or make you feel different in fights?
Yeah, his approach is quite different. And like I said, since I'm training with Angel, I'm always in shape. He's doing a great job. And the man's doing his stuff, his thing.
Freddie, I gotta ask you now.
Choosing Freddie Roach as your next trainer, seeing what he's done with other fighters, obviously if there's anybody that can help sort of mold you into a better fighter, it would be somebody like Freddie. Was there a specific example of with Freddie and another fighter that you would like to emulate?
Not really, because I'm me. So like I said, I want to be the next Miguel Cotto or the next Pacquiao. I want to be the first Jean Pascal. So, but you know, I saw the work that he did with Pacquiao, with Cotto, with other fighters, and I said that if he did that with those guys, I'm sure that he's gonna be able to you know, do it with me too. So that's why I went towards Freddie. If you think about it, I don't talk trash, because everything that I said or say is the truth, because I'm not a liar. You know, I'm not a liar, and everything that I say is the truth. So if because I tell the truth, it starts tracking for him, good for him or bad for him, I don't care. But like, I don't try to bring him down. I'm just telling people the truth. That's it.
John, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the first Kovalev fight, you were knocked down for the first time in your career?
I never went down. Like the ropes, like the referee count that as a knockdown.
Yeah.
But I don't know why, because if you watch the tape, in the 8th round, he went down on a punch, and the referee called that a slip. So.
Okay, but would you say you've never gotten hurt like that before in the ring? Because you were clearly hurt. Everybody can see it.
Thinking about the fight, yes, I was. Like I said, I'm not lying. Yes, I was. That's part of the sport. And to be hurt, it doesn't matter, because this is boxing. It's what happened next. And then I got up, and I won the next 2 rounds after that. So.
But getting, feeling his power, is that going to be a good experience for the second fight?
No.
Maybe a little more wary?
and I'm aware about his power, so that's gonna be, I think, easier to deal with it. But like I said, his power doesn't scare me. I don't care about his power. Actually, I like that, you know. But the thing is, I think speed, skill, power. So we'll see.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate
his power?
Yeah.
Honestly, 8.5. 8.5. But this time around, we're having the battle test, so maybe his power is going to decrease a little bit. We'll see.
Jean, you had a rematch before with Bernard. Are rematches easier or harder for fighters, in your opinion?
Right now, I'm even. Like I had a rematch also with Diakono. I won the rematch. I lost my rematch against Bernard. So this time I need to win this fight. I need to win the rematch. But I think maybe the rematch is a little bit harder, but it doesn't matter to me.
Freddie, when you pick up a young fighter, you can kind of mold him maybe to a style that you think is. No, hold on. So you can kind of help a young man, you know, place his hands, whatever. When you pick up a experienced fighter like Jean, he's already got a style, and it's a pretty unique style. It's explosive, comes out of nowhere sometimes. How do you train yourself to train a fighter like Jean without helping him but not taking away from what his natural gifts are?
Yeah, that's a little it's a somewhat delicate situation sometimes, because there are some moves that I want him to make, and he actually wants to do them his way, and I tell him, well, I want you to do it my way this time and try it. And so we'll experiment with it and so forth. And I asked him for a shot the other day, and he told me, well, that one's harder than the other one. I said, that's why you picked the sport. So, I mean, there is little adjustments we have to make, but the thing is, we work it out to find which one works best for him.
And John, training.
But the thing is, like Freddie, like say when he's doing it, it looks so easy. Like it's poop, poop. But when you try to do it, it's something else. That's what I said to Freddie. That he said, I've been doing that for so long that it's easy. So that's why that was harder for me to do it.
He's a big puncher, Freddie. How is it like catching mitts and on the body shield with the guy that weighs as much as him?
I'm not going to wear the body shield anymore. I think that's probably why I have a bad back right now. So the thing is, that's gone, and I can catch just as well with the helmets as anyone in the world. So we don't really need that so much. I don't need him to beat me up. So I'm going to take less shots. Most of the punches will be caught with my mitts, and the body protector I thought was a good idea, but in the long run I don't think it was that great for my health.
How does he compare to the other guys that you caught mitts with? In terms of power, I want to get a sense of his power.
His speed and power is as good as anyone I mean, except for, you know, the big guy like Tyson and so forth. But like, you know, Miguel Cotto is quite powerful on the mitts and so forth, and it's a little bit harder than Cotto, so he does have speed and power. Very good.
You and Roy Jones Jr. seemed like you had a really good relationship, but ultimately you parted because he wanted to continue to fight. I just saw on Twitter that he lost today by knockout in his fight today. Knowing Roy, do you think he'll continue to fight after this?
Honestly, I really don't know. I know it was in Russia, his fight was today. Like I said, Roy to me, we're always going to be the best boxer partner in the world, prime time, you know. That's inside news for me, but that's a decision belong to him.
Memo, how's camp going?
It's going good. We have been a week already with Jean and Freddie, and it's going wonderful. Good chemistry with Freddie and him in the boxing area, and of course me along my friend and Mr. Freddie. We have been pretty much just setting up the days for sparring, and so we won't have any conflict with the boxing training. So everything's going good.
You've been with him for a few years. Why do you like Jean Pascal?
Well, not only because he's a great fighter, but he's also my friend. We have developed a good friendship over the years, and he's always been there always trust in my work. So I appreciate him for that, and he asked me to come by, and of course I said yes, definitely.
After you see the way the first fight went, do you make some adjustments to the way that you prepare him for the second fight?
For the yes, of course. We're gonna definitely be having more power, definitely more speed, and definitely we're gonna be out there to go. It's gonna be a much better fight, I believe.
So you can increase a fighter's power with
Well, Jen is already a punch of power, but his speed is one of the plus he has. Obviously, it's easier to mount out more power training into him without losing the speed. So it's easier for me to work with him when it comes to power and speed than Juan Marquez. It's just two different areas, different boxes. Everybody has different qualities. Now, of course, this fight is gonna go through. You know, we're going to against a heavy puncher, so we have to be prepared physically and everywhere, just like he was last fight. Last fight, he was able to take some punches. He got up and he was able to come and win some rounds, and the fight was stopped. But you know, that's what we have a rematch for. I mean, a rematch this today.
So conditioning is a big part of being able to be resilient in the ring.
But you need to have your boxing and your conditioning. Without, they go by the hand. You can't have either one, or you have to have both. It's a chain. You need to be together.
John, have you had the opportunity to watch Creed? I like to ask this question because I know, you like being in front of the cameras and whatnot. Maybe you want to think about getting into Hollywood, do a little acting yourself.
I didn't see Creed yet, but I'm planning to go see it probably maybe tonight, during next week. I heard that it's a good movie, but I did already some acting back home that was more in French. They call me back home the French Denzel. The French Denzel, so maybe one day, so we never know.
So if the filmmakers are watching right now, is that something you'd want to do in the second Creed?
Why not? Why not? I'm not bad at it, so why not?
Hey Jean, how are you?
Triple G, who wins that one?
Huh?
Canelo Triple G if they fight this week.
Canelo Triple G, that's gonna be a very, very interesting fight with a lot of fireworks because Canelo is powerful, Jiu-Jitsu is powerful as well. But Canelo's kind of big though. That would be a good fight. That would be a good fight. Okay. Hard pick.
I think we did see a rematch. Cotto against Canelo. I think he deserves a rematch. I think I saw Cotto doing a hell of a fight. I think he wasn't given credit for what actually he did on the ring. Freddie was a good adjustment. So I want to see a rematch. As a Mexican, I want to see a rematch. I think it's more interesting than that fight.
John, if we're going to talk about fights, I just saw something they were talking about up in Canada. Possibly Lucien's going to fight David Lemieux.
Who?
Lucien Boutet and David Lemieux?
I don't know about that. Lucien is the 168 pounder.
Right.
David is the 160. But that would be a good fight. That would be a good fight.
You think David could stop him?
He has the power to stop it. He has the power to stop it, but Lucien on his side has the experience. So that would be a good fight because of that.
You're so popular in Quebec, but it seems like the fans are really love boxing. Why do you think, in your opinion, boxing is so popular in Montreal and Quebec City?
Because we have good-looking boxers like me. Is that a good answer? Yes. So do you agree or you don't agree? Kidding.
Hey Jean, how's this transition been from Canada? I know you spent time in Vegas, but from Canada now to California. Just talk about that.
The transition was kind of easy because most of people down here think I'm American until I open my mouth. Because see, with my accent, they know, okay, I'm not from here. But the way I dress, the way like my swag is, they think I'm from here. But so the transition for me was quite easy. But maybe because I watched too much BET so when I was younger, I don't know. But that was quite easy for me.
John, what's been your biggest sacrifice?
Honestly, you're gonna find out a little bit weird, but I don't do sacrifices. I don't believe in sacrifices. I believe in choices because I know like if I choose to eat well, to sleep early, to train hard, I'm gonna be in shape. That's not a sacrifice for me. That's a choice. In life you need to make the good choice to have the good results. So I don't believe in sacrifices. So for me, that was a choice to come down here, to be away of my family, my daughter, to have the right mindset to win this fight. So to me, it's all about to make the good choices.
But while you're in training, I'm sure there's one meal you're just like, man, I can't wait until this is all over.
Honestly, I like the chicken wings. I like the chicken wings, but like I said, I try to not cheat because it's only like 2 months of a big diet, and then after that I can eat what I want. So like it's only 2 months of my, but maybe not of my life, but of the year, or maybe it's 4 months a year. So that's not a big deal for me. It's easy to do it. It's like I said, it's all about the mindset. If you set your mind for it, you'll do it easily.
So you're living in Hollywood, or?
Yeah, I'm living in Hollywood.
Okay.
John, you mentioned two guys, Roy Jones, you say you have him at the top in his prime, and then you mentioned Floyd. Where do you rank Floyd, and how do you think he'll be remembered now that he's gone?
Honestly, I don't think Floyd was the TBE, like you said, the best ever, but he's out there though, you know, he's one of the best. He's the best of his era for sure. But for me, like Roy is like a big brother, he's a friend, and I consider Roy the best pound for pound in the world. Prime time, he was the best pound for pound because he had skill, he had speed, he has the technique, he was versatile as well, and his fight was exciting. So.
Did you borrow a little bit from Roy yourself and your style, do you think?
Of course, because when I was young, I was watching Roy a lot. That's why I rather to fight a southpaw than orthodox boxer, because I've been watching Roy for so long. But like I said, I don't want to be the next Roy Jones, with no disrespect for Roy, but I want to be the first Jean Pascal.
As a fan of the sport, what fights would you like to see in the coming year?
The coming year, honestly, Pascal discovered.
Freddie, what fights
but
do you think? What fights do you think match really well for Jean? Just talking hypothetically.
I haven't really looked into it so much right now. It's like heavyweight division. I'm sure there's some good names out there right now, but I'm really concentrating on this fight, and I don't want to go anywhere else but here right now because that's all I really care about. And we definitely need a win here, and I think we're on the right track.